Hello, Smarkies. Another edition of Was It Worth It SmackDown with your host, DJ here. Well, Shane comes out first. We start out with Shane in the ring, and he talks about the main event tonight against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Well, he doesn't like the decision that Daniel Bryan made about making this match, so he started out by bringing out Daniel Bryan. And they talk about how it's the land of opportunity, and every superstar should get an opportunity at this title. Now, as we all know, at Royal Rumble, Kevin Owens did not take Sami Zayn, and the ref made a mistake, so they're going to try and right this with a match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the right to fight AJ Styles at Fastlane. And then AJ comes out. He's pissed. He just wants this over with. He tells Shane and Daniel Bryan, do not get involved tonight. I make my own luck. And he's just kind of pissed. Will he be the champ of WrestleMania? We'll just have to wait for Fastlane to find out. He thinks he will, so hopefully y'all will watch Fastlane and find out. Next we have a backstage interview with AJ. Backstage with AJ and Shinsuke. And Shinsuke says, I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania. You don't really have to check that out. Now, the first segment, yes, you should check out. And next you have Charlotte versus Liv Morgan. Now, as we know, the Riot Squad came out last week when Charlotte was in the middle of the ring. And Charlotte kind of, was talking about WrestleMania and all that and what happened with the Royal Rumble and everything. The first women's ever Royal Rumble. And then the Riot Squad came out, messed her up, said that she wasn't even going to make it to WrestleMania. Well, we're just going to have to see if that happens. The commentators were saying that Charlotte called this match against Liv Morgan tonight. I guess she wants to get back at him. So, this match was really good. Kind of when Charlotte's kind of pissed when this match first starts and it's not letting Liv Morgan at all have any kind of offense. It was a really, really great match. It went back and forth. A couple times you thought Liv could have won the match. It just went back and forth. It was really good. But in the end, Charlotte, and she's the champion, and they're letting her have control right now of SmackDown, and I love it. She kind of pointed at the commentators afterwards. She said, 1 down, 2 to go. And I just think she'll beat all 3 of them up, and I hope it's not like, I don't know. I just hope she doesn't get beat up too bad to where her match at WrestleMania is kind of lingered with an injury. So we'll just have to wait and see. I think she can beat all 3 of them, though, and that match was really good. Not too long, though, because the women's matches are never that long, but it was really good. It went back and forth a lot. You should really check that out. Then we have a backstage interview where they go to Kevin's locker room and they try to get in touch with him. And, he gets asked the question, do you think whatever happens tonight will have an effect on your friendship with Sami Zayn? If you want the answer to that question, I'm going to tell you the answer to that question. If you would like the answer to that question, please check out that segment. It was a really, really, really good segment. Really interesting. Next, we have my favorite tag team so far, besides the Usos, the Bludgeon Brothers. Well, the Bludgeon Brothers take on some local competitors again, just like they've been doing, beating them down senseless. The match, kind of ended very quickly like they've been doing. So, that was a really, if you like the Bludgeon Brothers, you like destruction, check it out. You don't have to, but I kind of encourage it. They've been sending messages to Usos the last couple of weeks, and this week was no different. So, and the Usos come out before they even get off the stage. So, they couldn't wait the 30 seconds? I guess not. Now, one of my favorite parts, the Uso Penitentiary. We're going to talk about how you can't eat until they say you can eat. You can't drink until they can drink. You can't do anything until the Usos say you can do it. You want to check out that segment. That's really good. They talk about the Uso Penitentiary, and it's not about jail. Just saying. Check it out. They really talk about how they're running this tag team division on SmackDown, and I love that segment. They're really strict, really mean. Their characters are perfect. You'll love it. It's a really, really good segment. Next we have Rusev versus Bobby Roode. As everyone knows, if you checked out my video last week, we had Kofi Kingston, Rusev. We had a 4-way for the United States Championship, and Rusev ultimately won that. At the beginning, both competitors do a couple small things. They're trying to figure each other out. It's kind of a stalemate in the beginning. But that's to be expected in a championship match. You try to, feel out both competitors, see what happens, and, it's a meaningful match, so you got to figure out your competitor. And Bobby Roode's kind of new to SmackDown, so Rusev's trying to figure him out, and same thing with Bobby Roode's trying to figure out Rusev. Now Rusev gets control first, it goes back and forth a lot, but in the end, Bobby Roode gets his offense. He does his glorious DDT and pins Rusev 1, 2, 3. Please check that match out, because a few times I thought we were going to have a new champion in Rusev. They are pushing Rusev a little bit, and I like it. So please check that segment out. In the end, Randy Orton's been doing this thing where he does RKOs out of nowhere. You have Bobby Roode. You have him celebrating, and out of nowhere, Randy Orton slides in and RKOs him. And same thing with Aiden English and Rusev. I'm kind of wondering what these RKOs mean. He did it last week. He's doing it this week. What is going on? Is somebody going to get pissed off to where we have a feud? Maybe at Fastlane that goes into WrestleMania, or after Fastlane that goes into WrestleMania? I don't know. If you like Randy Orton, and you like his RKOs out of nowhere scheme that he's been doing the last few months, then check it out. I love Randy Orton. It's really cool. I love his RKOs. And it's really shocking. So just check that out. And then next we have Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable versus The Ascension. Now, as you all know, we've been having The Ascension team up with Breezango in Fashion Files. And last week, Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable pissed off Breezango, and ultimately they lost. Breezango lost to the Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable in a tag team match. So, back and forth, Connor and Gable go back and forth a lot. You kind of thought Connor could win the match, but in the end, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin worked together perfectly as a tag team, and they win again. I don't know what they're doing with Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. I really don't know what they're doing. It's weird because you would think that they would have gotten a pin in the 2 out of 3 falls match at the Royal Rumble, the way they were pushing them on SmackDown before that. They're pushing them again. I want them to be pushed. But if they're not going to get the credibility on the pay-per-view somewhat, they don't have to win the title. But don't push them on SmackDown and then at the pay-per-view say, oh, really? We couldn't do anything in the pay-per-view? That's kind of how I felt at the Royal Rumble. So, I just hope they keep pushing them right. You can check that match out. It is a really good match because you would think the Ascension aren't mean anymore because they've been hanging out with Breezango and Fashion Files. But they turned mean in this match, and they might have a new attitude coming up. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, our main event. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for the right to face AJ Styles at Fastlane. Now, this was a 5-star match. Beautiful. I saw a 5-star match at NXT TakeOver before the Royal Rumble, the Saturday before Royal Rumble. This was just as good. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have fought before. They know each other. They've been friends forever since coming to WWE, it seems like. This match had everything. Back and forth. Pissing each other off. Getting heated. Just a little bit of everything. Please check this match out. It was beautiful. I just don't know. Big kicks by each guy. You know how they do the punches in the middle of the ring? Well, they did kicks to each other in the middle of the ring. 3 and 4 times. In the end, towards the end, Sami Zayn got pissed off. He was pissed off that he wasn't doing, and AJ Styles was at commentary, obviously, watching the match and commentating on it. Well, Sammy was pissing off AJ Styles, so AJ Styles hits him, and the match is called off. It's a shame, because it was a 5-star match. It was going back and forth a lot. And ultimately, Daniel Bryan comes out after all of this happens and says, we have a triple threat at Fastlane. Now, what will happen? Well, will we see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, one of them win the title in a triple threat match? We'll just have to wait till Fastlane to find out. So, until next week.